Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we are ranking streamers from across the Twitch USA America platform. And I'm trying to figure out who the hell is Unk Status. You've probably heard people say Unk Status. Some people call me Unk. I don't think I'm Unk, but some people call me Unk, but we're gonna figure out from all these lists of streamers. I guess to run it down. Fossil? That's pretty simple, like 65 plus, like you're on a cane type shit. No one understands what bro is yapping about. Like you can understand an Unk, but you can't understand a Fossil. Now, Unk, it's pretty simple. It's just someone who's old and ain't with the times, baby. It's like, damn, bro, you old. What was you born in 1980? Auntie is an interesting category, okay? A woman can be Unk. Uncle is like, you know, he's gonna throw some crazy race joke at you at some point, all right? And he's gonna think it's kind of funny. Auntie is the type of woman that gossips, the one woman that like really wants to get nosy in your business, is gonna put your business on blast. All in love, of course, with the times. It means you're like, you know, you have the slang that people are using these days. It means you kind of fit right in the mold, almost like you build the culture in a way. Young Buck is like you're a little younger and be saying some yapping some shit. It's like Gen Z and like I don't know 17-year-olds, 15-year-olds type shit. Literal baby infant is like iPad kids. That's literally what it is. I should probably just change the iPad kids. We'll start off with Agent 00. Man's a man of the culture, honestly. I have no clue how old he is, truthfully. I think he might be the same age as me, if anything, maybe a little younger. From all the streams I've watched and the few of them, he actually is with the times, pretty simply, pretty easy. But not like Atrioc. I don't watch Atrioc too much these days. However, bro is 100% Unk or Fossil. 3 years from now, if you were to come like and have like a dinner with him, like Jay-Z type dinner, he'd be like the person to try and give you advice about marketing Monday or whatever he does and everything. And then also just like yap on end of things you don't understand. Asian boy Ray. A new come up in the industry. I know his character as a person and everything like that. And I have not, I think, watched anything he's streamed. He is 100% either infant or young buck. He's also 18. Just graduated high school. I'm going infant, man. His attitude can be pretty immature, which is hilarious a lot of the times. Because his role in all those streams are like, as the guy who's just clueless to all of it. And it does scream infant pretty crazily. Oh, crazy how I specify that. Oh, yeah, it's my fault. It's my fault. All right, you're gonna call me Black Boy Will, all right? I can't. My name is dreamsWGH. So if I go for Black Dreams, like what? Speaking of me, we might as well just skip over to me. This is controversial. I am not a fucking fossil, okay? The fact that I'm doing this puts me with the times, bro. Sometimes I could be an Unk. All right, I'll admit it. Sometimes I could be an Unk. You see some of my fits. You see the way I talk sometimes. However, I am still my early 20s. Dreams, aren't you the Pokemon Fortnite guy? All right, we'll put me in Unk. We'll put myself in Unk. Queso. I find Queso pretty interesting, given like I'm pretty sure bro is older than I am. He might be with the times sometimes, but man, some of the references he be throwing sometimes is kind of crazy. Sea-Dog. He's at least Unk. I don't think he's Fossil yet. I think it's mainly because he's like he watches a lot of anime and there's a lot of podcasts and a lot of information regarding it. I think that's why he is still not in a Fossil. I feel like if you don't watch, I feel like you're Fossil if you care very little about anime. So I definitely think he is in the Unk status. Senna. Senna's been on the rise, doing her thing and everything like that. She's 100% the first auntie. 100% the first auntie. Connor eats pants. His jokes would be kind of funny sometimes, I won't lie. But the references he says on the stream makes him in like 100% an Unk. He's not sassy. Well, he's actually kind of sassy. Seer, 100% Fossil. No doubt about it. I think it's funny. A lot of people want to map out their style of him. And this is gonna be a jab at him. I don't think his style is anything that great. I think it's very Fossil-like. It's like old money going to the country club type shit was what he has on half the time. This guy's toast. He can be leaning to Fossil sometimes. That man plays Hearthstone. He started Hearthstone. He's definitely Fossil. Doug is an interesting case. A lot of his content does revolve about modding, and the youth loves modding. He can talk sometimes like an Unk, but a lot of times I swear he's not talking about like the world or like pop culture references and stuff like that. But he's also like, I think he does fall in that category who is an Unk who has a younger audience. It's like he's like an older brother or something like that. So maybe he is with the times. I think I'm gonna drop him right there. Emiru, easily auntie. Well, actually, no, maybe sometimes she's with the times. How do we evaluate that? I think cosplay's with the times a bit, but she doesn't go around spilling people's business. That's the issue. I think she might be with the times, actually. Put E-Rob in ugly tier. We're gonna add an ugly tier just for him. Bro is a whole dad. Dr. K, he is 100%. He does like stay with the times though. He is still Unk at core. Well, actually, he doesn't give Unk energy. He actually is Fossil. He is also a father, I believe. All right, S-Fan. Viv, you had the chance to meet S-Fan. 100% an Unk. His corny ass jokes. He's 100% an Unk. Extra Emily. I'm gonna say it. Any person that does IRL streaming is easily not an Unk or auntie to me. I think she is more with the times, mainly because like the stuff she says is actually pretty trendy, and she also has a pretty trendy chat. Phantom, 100 young buck. Phantom's 100 young buck. I don't care what you guys say. He's with the times, but also just a step under. He has defined social media in the last year and a half that Vivian now knows what the hell Riz is. And it scares me because this man's 45. It scares me, man. Stay safe out there. Fuslie, she has always been unk to me. Well, oh wait, no, she cares too much about how her friends and shit are doing, so that also screams auntie. And then she also goes for like a lot of artistic things like singing, painting, and stuff like that. So yeah, she's auntie. This guy right here is probably, if I could put anyone at the top of like order this shit, 100% putting Hassan up there. No doubt in my mind. This man is a fossil, bro. You see the way he wears these tight ass shorts? I gotta show you. The way bro wears these tight ass shorts half the time, I swear on my life, bro. This is 100% not unk. This is 100% dressing your grandpa up. I thought about this when I first saw him on this list. HBox, who's considered a platform fighting game legend. He's 100% unk or fossil. I've never heard him say the word Riz or like anything that's trendy, but I feel like if I heard him say it, it would make me feel like he's a fossil. Iron Mouse, from the one Iron Mouse stream I have watched, she's with the times. I don't know how she does it. I do not know how old Iron Mouse is. Don't care either. Hearing the stuff coming from her mouth makes me feel like, oh yeah, she's with the times. She's not auntie, she's not unk, she's 100% with the times. I show speed. Bro set fucking fireworks off in the middle of his fucking house. He's the epitome of iPad kid. He has cultivated a crazy amount of iPad kids along with it too. Jason can follow young buck or an infant. Jason, I think, is like, what, he's 20, I believe. He tries to hang out with the older streamers though, but he's also part of FaZe Clan, which is interesting. The new wave of FaZe Clan. I remember a specific clip of his I watched, and basically he was like talking to a girl and trying to ask her out. First things first, guys, don't ask a girl out on middle of a stream. I also put that out there. Don't do that. Like, don't do that. And that made me for sure know that he is at least younger infant. I think he's young buck though, at the end of the day. All right, Germa, man, Germa is like fossil fuel, but he's like when girls talk about like, oh, my cute grandpa and everything like that. Like, he's so adorable. He's like that. I'm pretty sure if you were to throw a new word at him, maybe his brain would like stop turning. The gears would stop, and he's trying to process all of it. That's what it feels like with Germa. So that's why he's in fossil, in a respectful way, not a disingenuous way, a respectful way. Yeah, he's old buck. Hey, good one. Old buck. J-Schlatt. So many of you may not know this. Me and J-Schlatt are the exact same age. Sometimes he doesn't seem like it, given like he has an old soul. I feel like he's like a friend to our channel, Don Schnack. Me and Don Schnack are the same age, which is crazy to me because I swear the references he throws out makes him seem like he is far older than he is. And that was why I think for sure he can be unk status. Like, I think J-Schlatt wants to be old. I think he wishes he was older. Jinxie? There's just no other way to put it in a young buck. He still does the thing I was talking about with Jason. Ask a girl out on stream or makes a relationship public on stream like really heavily. So that's really young buck. Hey, the greatest streamer of all time. Am I right? Am I right, Kai Cenat? He's 100% with the times, but also a young buck at the same time. I think Phantom's far more mature than Kai Cenat when he's on stream. So young buck is where he lands. Kaide, I've never watched a single Kaide stream, actually. I've only seen her on like co-starring on other people's streams and everything. She's pretty funny, auntie, easily. Lily's 100% more unk. Lily is 100% more unk than Kaide. Mainly because, because of how her personality is with Michael Reeves. Michael Reeves is like an anomaly. I don't think Michael Reeves is a real person sometimes. Oh, it's Ludwig now. Hey, 100% unk. Bro feels like a fossil sometimes, bro. But the way he tries to stay with like main media. Bro's clinging on. That's the funny thing between 29. 29 is like, you're the oldest you are of being young. I promise you, when he turns 30, he's gonna be like, I'm like the youngest old person. That's literally what he's gonna say. Unk. I think if there's an embodiment of unk other than S-Fan, it's definitely Mango. Maya Higa takes care of the animals and sanctuaries. That's auntie. However, someone could make a case to me. She is with the times. Young people these days sometimes want to be farmers, which is interesting. She sits and drinks wine. Oh, you're right. That's not an auntie. You're right. She sits and drinks wine. Wine about it. You're right. I totally forgot about the podcast. Totally forgot about the podcast. Cute. I had Cutie going the aunt. When I see Cutie, I see Maya. Yeah, they're both together, tied together. Honestly, they're both auntie. Sometimes Maya feels older than Cutie. Fake feminist forgetting about the podcast. If I'm going on around calling myself a feminist in front of every single person, I feel like that should be a red flag. Dreams hates women. Yeah, he spelled it wrong. I don't know what that means. Speaking of misogyny, Ms. Kiff. All right, he's unk. Easily Duke Dennis is a living fossil. I think bro has back problems. Duke feels like an unk when he's by himself on stream, but when he's with another person and they start talking and questioning shit to him, bro turns to the quickest fossil to ever exist. All right, Northern Lion is an old buck, but the good one. I know. Did y'all see him name 50 or 100 women? Literally every single woman he named, I knew like maybe like 10 people. Fan? Auntie. And Pirate Software, oh shit, Pirate Software is like, that's an interesting one. Pirate Software is like that uncle you see on your, scrolling through your YouTube shorts or TikTok. Oh, this guy's like really good, has really good stories and really good knowledge. Like Uncle Iroh type shit, but uses in video game references. I'll put him in a special case, you know, I'll do the favor, all right? We're gonna specify real quick, cool unk. It definitely degrades every other unk. Yeah, that's fine, I'm fine with that. What? You see us, we're all awful. Fine, I'll change the name. Make it Uncle. Oh, that actually works pretty a lot better. Uncle, there we go. Max, I've only seen clips of Max. I think he's a little bit more iPad kitty than Jason, if I'm being honest. Jinxie's up there, never mind, he's Young Buck. My bad, he's Young Buck. Quackity, I have not watched a single Quackity clip video, YouTube video ever. This is the most uneducated I've ever been on anybody. These are the times, honestly. RDC World. I'm gonna put one person out on this. As a whole, these guys are with the times. There's no doubt about it. And maybe even Uncle in a way. However, Desmond is the biggest fossil there is. If you know Desmond on this group, you know how he acts. Bro be the most oblivious person ever. Aside from that, yeah, I think they're with the times. Rob CD. I was saying earlier about IRL streamers. IRL streamers just have a thing of just being with the times. However, I'm willing to put one up since we now have Uncle as a group. He has to be Uncle. Okay, Soda Poppin'. I actually don't care for Soda Poppin' as a streamer. Not gonna lie. You be a degenerate when it comes to this content and stuff like that. Didn't he just like sit around like beat his meat all day or some shit like that? That seems Unk and Fossil type shit. What? I'm just quoting what I heard, okay? He didn't do it on stream. He literally talked about it. All right, Sketch. No one more elaborate on that. Sketch, we're moving on. Sketch, yeah. He has to be with Jason, honestly. I associate those two together. Small Ant, we can like throw him pretty easily within Unk. It's just that Canadian blood in him, honestly. It's literally that Canadian blood. I feel like if you're Canadian, you start feeling like you're older than you really are. I don't know. Sometimes it gives me auntie status, if I'm being honest. I feel like Small Ant would drink wine. Actually, you know who is auntie? Out of all these people the rest of the year? Yeah, I was about to say it. I was literally about to say it. Squeak. Squeak is auntie, bro. He definitely drinks wine, bro. Squeaks is so auntie. It feels so right. Like, he's the type of person that would, if you were to have a girl's luncheon and everything like that for like the women in your family, he'd be the guy you invite also, like the only guy you invite. Maybe Northern Lion as well. German's a little bit too much of a chaotic energy. All right, Stans. Stans is definitely less with the times than Ludwig, but I don't think he's like older in the same category as Atrioc though. This is a hard one. I'm not lying, this is a hard one. Stans is like in between this area, bro. Yeah, I think he leans more fossil. Looking related to every single person on here, he does lean more fossil. If I were to order this, he definitely is in the back of fossil. I think he's like the gatekeeper of going into fossil. Sykkuno. I think Sykkuno just doesn't like being bothered. He like does his own thing. I feel like I wrongfully interpret Sykkuno all the time because I feel like he can be Uncle. He's not fossil though. He's not fossil. Dude, his aim in shooting games is far too good to be a fossil. He's a comfortable Uncle. Terika, I think, is with the times. Even the most with the times it comes to actually like FPS and Valorant. Yeah, I think I can stand on that. I can stand on that business. This face is so funny though. Like, look at that death stare, bro. He looks like he's like about to do a laser beam through the camera. I love this photo, actually. I love that photo. Tina Kitten is a very interesting dynamic because she's somewhere between auntie with the times and uncle, because like she plays Minecraft, or that's what she's known for mostly now these days. However, I could see her drinking wine, but I only ever seen her drink wine ever. Like, I only ever seen her drink wine, but she feels a lot younger than all of these people. And when it comes out of her mouth, when she says something like that's more hip, I always say, for example, like Riz or some shit like that, it doesn't feel right. Still, I'm going uncle. I see she's with OTV a lot of times and people within that community, and also Ray, Valkyrie, who is 100% auntie. I'm gonna put her right there, 100% auntie. It feels right to put her in uncle. Tommy Innit, this is an interesting one. Tommy Innit is a lot more chaotic, I feel like, than Tubbo. Granted, I'm not a fan of either of them or watch their content. Tommy Innit also hasn't streamed in a while though, I think. He's definitely Young Buck. I'm wondering if he's like, if they're both Young Buck on iPad kids type shit. I feel like Tubbo's a little more mature than Tommy. However, are they on the same level of speed? No, they're not. They're both in the same. Tyler 1, Fossil. Oh, I was gonna do that though. To make this look nice and smooth, this is interesting. Oh, we gotta work around this. Rage is definitely with the times. Will Neff is uncle, the buff uncle. XQC isn't this very chaotic. He doesn't feel like uncle though. Sometimes XQC feels like an iPad kid, bro. I feel like he's an iPad kid. Funny enough. You think he's with the times? I guess he is, because he's like a mainstream seamer. He's definitely older, which has older vibes to Unk and Fossil, but he also gives so much infant chaos. but he has mellowed out over the past few years. So I will give him the benefit of the doubt of that with the times. Lives in his own times. He does live in his own times. You're all right. All right, the balance is out. Here, I got it. Got it. Bam! Let's go! All right, we're good. That's how we'll balance it out. There we go. Oh, I'm such a genius, guys. Oh, man. Why is Dreams an uncle? And that's in the list. Let's go! No further elaboration. I do not want to be a fucking unk. You cannot talk to me, all right?